to Live Tutelage. In our previous sessions, we have discussed about what is a functions, and we have discussed some type of functions. One is one-to-one, R2, and of course bijection function. Now we will see what is an inverse function. What is an inverse function? So it is very simple. Inverse, we know that the name itself specifies it is the inverse of the original function. Okay, now suppose if f of x is my function from a to b, right, with ordered pair x comma y. So I have an ordered pair of x comma y. This is my ordered pair x comma y. Okay, now this function is defined from a to b. Then I can define an inverse function f dash of x. What is this? This is f dash of x. How I can obtain this? By just interchanging the elements of ordered pair in my f of x. So by interchanging the elements of ordered pair in my f of x. So my f dash x, so I will call the inverse function, or I can define the inverse function of f of x will be f inverse. So this is, we have to write like this, f, and like a superset you have to give the symbol 1. Then we call this is an inverse of the function f. So f inverse we call, or we can even say f dash. Okay, so f inverse of x is equal to y comma x. So why y comma x? Because the definition says you have to interchange the elements x comma y to get f inverse x for some value of y in b and x in a, right? So a to b is a function having an ordered pair x comma y. Then my inverse function I will write as f dash of x or f inverse of x, and the elements will be interchanged. In place of y you have to write x, in place of x you have to write, in place of x you have to write y, in place of y you have to write x. So you have interchanged the elements. Now example, if you take f of x is 1a, 2b and 3c, what will be the f inverse of x? Is very simple. Just interchange a here and 1 here. So a1, then b2 and c3. So this is my inverse function. And here there is one important note that only one-to-one functions have inverse function. Any function if having, or if it satisfies one-to-one rule, then only that function will have the inverse, or we can say only one-to-one functions have the inverse function. The rest will not call as an inverse function. Okay, now here I have taken an example. So my f of x is a function. Now this is my function 3x minus 2. Okay, now here we'll just, what the steps we need to convert the inverse function will be, first we have to assume whatever the function f of x is given with y, right? So what we have to do, whatever the function is being given f of x, we have to assume that it is set to y. So when I rewrite my entire expression, so y is equal to 3x minus 2. So because I have set y in place of f of x, we have assumed y of f of x as y. Now this is my equation first. Now let us check the values of x corresponding y. If I take x value 1, if I submit x value 1, what will be my y value? So y is equal to 3 into 1 minus 2, right? So which is equal to 3 minus 2, which is 1. So if I take 1, x value, y value is 1. If I take x is equal to 2, what happens? The y is equal to 3 multiplied with 2 minus 2, which is equal to 3 into 2, 6 minus 2, which is 4. So my y value will be 4. If I take x is 3, what happens? So what happened to your y? So x is equal to 3 means, so 3 into 3, right, minus 2. So which is equal to 3 3s are 9 minus 2, which results 7. This is how you will get the x value and y value. This is how you will get y values for the corresponding x values. Okay. Now this is a function of my f of x. What is my function f of x? So if I have x value 1, I am getting 1 as a y value. For 2, 4. For 3, 7. So if you write the ordered pairs, so you will get like this. So for 1, it is 1. And for 2, the y value is 4. And for 3, it is 7. Right? Now this is my function f of x. How you will get the inverse function of your f of x? So the inverse function you will get it as by just interchanging the elements, right? Now you just check whether this is one-to-one function or not. Yes, while observing this, it is one-to-one. For every value in domain is associated with only one value in range. It is not associated with multiple values in range, right? So it is a one-to-one function. So I can go for an inverse function for this. Now, so for doing of this, for converting this, so I need to follow one step. The first step is swap the elements. So what you have to do, you have to put, this is my function, you have to put in place of yx and in place of xy. So x is equal to 3y minus 2. Now what happened? My 3y minus, if x comes to this side, it is minus x is equal to 2. And then 3y is equal to 2. This minus x has come to this side, which is plus x. And I have taken and I have derived it for y. Y is equal to 2 plus x. This 3, if it comes to right hand side, it divides. So my y is equal to 2 plus x by 3. This is my f inverse of x. F inverse of x. My inverse function of x will be y is equal to 2 plus x by 3. Here y is equal to what? F inverse x. So now let us check for the same value of x, what value of y we will get it here. Okay, so if I take x1, so if I take x1, right? If I take x1, what value of y you will get? So 2 plus 1, which is 3 by 3, which is equal to 1. Now, if I take x value 2, what happens? So which is 2. Now, if you take y value as 2, so take y value, because you are writing the inverse function, you take values for y and just find out the value of x, okay? Or you just consider the x value from this and you just find out the y value. Now if I give x value 4, so what happens? 2 plus 4, 6 by 3, which is 2. 4, 2. Right? Because you are going for inverse of function, so I am just interchanging these values. So now what value you have to consider? You give in place of x 7. Just check the value of y. If I take x value 7, what happens? 7 plus 2, which is 9, divided by 3, which is 3. Now if you observe the first pair and the second pair, so the second pair is exactly the opposite of the first pair. You have interchanged, all the elements are interchanged. Okay, so this is the inverse function. Thank you.